Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Gary Holt from Exodus and formerly from Slayer, and you're listening to The Razor's Edge.
Hi, we're here at Bloodstock. It's Kat from The Razor's Edge, and I'm here with Disposable. How are you guys?
Very well,
Great.
thanks.
Yeah, good, very good, thank you.
So, tell us a bit about yourselves and your journey here. What was your Metal to the Masses heats like? Was it difficult? Was there a lot of competition?
We didn't actually play Metal to the Masses. We sent an email in.
Oh, okay.
We were an email submission band.
Oh, brilliant.
And
So
we actually got
different.
a reply. Yeah, ever so slightly different. It was a begging letter, really, more than an email. We've done the sort of polite email many times, and it doesn't really get you anywhere. So we just sent a begging letter this time, and it worked. So
And here we are.
And here we are. Yeah, so we begged to be here, and now we're here.
Well, opportunity doesn't knock. You have to take it yourself, really, don't you?
Well, that's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
So tell us a bit about yourselves. Where are you from? What sort of music do you play? When are you playing?
We have played already. We've opened the New Blood stage. The band is called Disposable. We're from Edinburgh in Scotland. We play sort of thrash and thrash adjacent stuff. So quite fast, quite groovy. Rooted in thrash, peppered with other bits and pieces. And that's kind of what we do, nice and raw. On the edge of rehearsed, but not quite as much as you would expect.
There's a lot of punk elements to it.
Ah, just kind
So
of.
it's a bit DIY.
It's very DIY. Yeah.
We're basically a punk band that plays metal music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Punk ethos, metal sound is probably a good way of describing it.
And so what else have you been doing up in Edinburgh? You've been playing shows, you've got some material together that people can listen to on streaming platforms?
Yeah, so we've been around for a long time, since we were all in. I mean, we're a high school band, essentially. We just played a gig that was our 15-year anniversary show. So, given the fact that we're 28, 29, 30 now, so since we were all kids, we're a kids band, really.
You look 12, sorry.
That's nice to know.
Literally.
Yeah.
You would appreciate it in
Started
time.
the band when we were -3 then. So yeah, we got a couple of full-length albums, like a bunch of EPs, some singles, loads of music, all up on Spotify, Bandcamp and stuff. So yeah, been around the block quite a lot, especially in the northern part of the country, I guess. So yeah, that's what we've been doing. Played loads of shows over the years, just kind of grinding the underground scene for eternity. Really is what we've been up to.
yeah, pretty much. Just releasing music. We've got a new album coming out at the end of the year. This one is completely all self-produced this time. We have a little studio up, which we kind of rent ourselves, and we're kind of just slowly verging into just kind of self-production kind of thing.
So you've got a bit more control at that point, haven't you? You've got autonomy over what's coming out.
Complete control.
Yeah.
This is the first thing that we've been able to do everything ourselves from start to finish.
And how do you feel about that? Is it trepidation, or are you really excited to be able to be...
It's really natural.
it's just yours then, isn't it?
It's
I think
very
that's
freeing.
Exactly what we wanted to do with this album, to be honest. We've done a lot of renting of studio spaces, and you pay through the nose for that kind of thing. And we used to love that really polished kind of sound, pushing ourselves. Whereas this new album is a lot more raw and punky in every aspect, really. So we just wanted to do, and also we kind of have the skills to do it ourselves. So we like the sort of learning aspect of that as well. If you just push yourselves to make it.
We went to studios often enough that it was like, okay, I think we know how to make a good sound by ourselves. Let's just try it ourselves, and then
You've got nothing to lose, have you?
yeah. So, on the whole, I'm delighted with the results of it, particularly because it is just us now.
It's one of those things, you do a lot more of the work yourself, so you're kind of the performing artist and the producer at the same time, which is difficult, but for a band like us, it's more difficult to pay someone to produce it. Like the financial element of renting studio time for a band like us is it changes a lot of things, really.
Yeah, you pick your battles with that. Really, there's certain things where you go, I can't do that. I'm gonna either have to get someone to do that for money, or I can do it, but I can't do it to the degree that I want it done. I'm going to have to pay someone to do that. But then there's certain things where you can go, well, I can do that actually, and I can get it sounding good. We'll just do that. It will be more time and work, but it won't be as much money. So I think we've started doing that, right? We're phasing in things that we can do ourselves. So we started with the last album we did. We just did the drums in the studio, got them professionally done, and then took everything to my bedroom and then did pretty much everything else that way, and then sent it to a guy and then spent loads of money on the mix and the master, and then basically the same kind of thing, but for slightly cheaper and slightly more DIY for the EP. And then
the EP was like, oh, we can do this now.
The EP was very much like we're just an extra step from just doing this all by ourselves, and we can kind of get it pretty good.
It has to be like you can be more like off the cuff as well. So like studio time, you're always like, okay, we're spending time is money.
Content,
you don't want to like spend too much time on something, whereas this time round it's like we can just go into the studio and go, you want to write lyrics for 3 hours and not have a time scale on it.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's
Basically allowed us to be like unprepared for the recording sessions of the new album, and in a good way, where you feel you've got a bit of freedom to change things in the moment, or sometimes you'll just experiment with something right there while the recording light is on, and everyone will go, oh, that was really good. You can do that, and you have to put less time.
you can see
See the money ticking down as the time you spend.
Well, when you go into
money
a studio,
ticks down, your heart rate ticks up, that kind of thing.
I mean, we've been in studios before where you're paying £40-50 an hour, and that's when you want to be practicing like mad at home and get everything perfect, so that you go in and you don't even have to think about anything, which is good because your performance is usually incredible when you do that, but you do miss out on that little bit of like, we could alter that slightly, but we don't have time because every minute we spend in here is costing this much money. And we also just don't have that much money to pump in to the band. Like, it's just like the honest part of it. So if we kind of tried to start enjoying the production side, and we've all got our little skill sets of things we can do. Like Oliver's quite good at the recording element and working all the computers and stuff. Liam knows all the drum mics and all that kind of thing. Jack's got his guitars all set up with his stuff, and I do a lot of the artwork, so I'm doing all the artwork for the new album. So between the four of us, there's kind of nothing left that we need somebody else to do, and that's kind of satisfying for us because it is truly DIY. It's that no one else has done anything for this new album apart from ourselves.
I suppose that's a good thing in your eyes, is that you're trying to do something different and you're trying to take control of what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, we've never really been in that studio situation where someone else is telling you too many things that you have to do. And there's something to be said about having that extra set of ears to kind of alter things that we are dead set on, and a producer maybe says, I don't think that quite works. There is value in that as well. But I think for this album, we wanted it to be much more authentic and natural, and make a point of not overthinking things. So it works in that regard. Kind of worked for all of us this time around, I guess.
So can we expect any more dates from you towards the end of the year? Have you got anything else planned?
We have got quite a few, not so much in this neck of the woods. We're playing a gig in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, which is the only metal festival of the whole Fringe, so it's the only thing that happens in the whole month. That's on the 17th, so this Saturday coming. Then we're supporting Hellripper. Hellripper were playing on the Sophie stage last night. We're supporting them on the 14th of September. And then Zentrix, thrash band, who are playing on Sunday. Here at Bloodstock, we're playing a couple of dates with them in Glasgow and Carlisle. Then we've got the release of our own album, which is on the 29th of November. And then we're playing a charity festival on the 14th of December. So that's the rest of our year. And I don't think there'll be any shows added to that just for...
It sounds busy anyway.
It's busy enough, yeah.
We've got stuff on.
It's as busy as our calendar allows. But we don't have the time to be busier than that, unfortunately, with with life and stuff. So.
Well, thanks for chatting to me today, and thanks for your time, and good luck with the new record.
Thank you.
Look forward to listening to it, and enjoy the rest of the day.
Cheers, thanks for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for listening. Make sure you keep up to date with future episodes by subscribing to our channels. For more information on this podcast, or for all the latest music news, reviews, interviews and more, head over to our website www.therazorsedge.rocks.